Hi, scholars. So here is your assessment that you're going to be working on. This is going to be, so what's going to happen here is you're going to have your Pear Deck, which is going to have you write your intro in your Pear Deck. But right now, what I want you to look at is if though you were writing it in real, like for your actual assessment. So here's the question. Here's the word banks that'll help you with like maybe some of the terms that you need to remember. Okay. Here's your directions. You're only going to have to write two body paragraphs, an intro, and a conclusion. Okay, so an intro, conclusion, intro, two body paragraphs, and a conclusion. Okay, so if we're looking at our intro, what I want to point out is those three parts that was in the video. Following this modeling, what you're going to see is like it broken down a little bit more. So those are references, and so while you're writing your intro, you can go back to those other slides that break it down. Like, what is a hook? What is the background information? What is the thesis? And then you can kind of break them down a little bit more and kind of think about that. But I just want to point out if I was writing my essay, here's my hook. It's in yellow. It's an open-ended question. Here's my body paragraph. This has to do with like giving the reader more information about maybe Christianity and Islam. So like in this case, I would want to most likely I can talk to him about, like I did in my case, I talked to him about Abraham, and I also mentioned like maybe the other two topics that I wasn't really strong in writing or didn't really quite remember, and so I put them here. So in this case, I put like the religious text, and I put the belief system, and then I also put like monotheism because maybe I didn't feel really comfortable writing about those. So, but I could write like maybe a couple sentences, but I feel more stronger writing about charity and afterlife. I know that really great, and I can write a paragraph on that. So then I'm going to include that in my paragraphs. Then the anchor kind of, or the thesis kind of then goes ahead and explains those other two topics that I wanted to talk about. So, like in this case, I say, in addition to monotheism and following the rules, Christianity has similar views of the afterlife and in charity in their respective religions. And so that's where the two body paragraphs coming after one is going to be focusing on the afterlife, the other one will focus on charity, and then a conclusion to kind of wrap everything up at the end. So that way we are aware of where we're going.